Yo, peace was good. I'm gonna show you guys my latest CD collection that I did on YouTube like a couple weeks ago. Just kind of give you kind of like a more summarized video because when I did mine, I think it went over like an hour. So I'm gonna try to make it more short and sweet. You know, kind of keep it simple. Show you guys, give you like the gist. You know, keep it simple, summarize. You know, trying to be as long. So without further ado. Let's get on with it, alright? So, first album I want to show, the first three albums are from my guy, Move 616. We would go with Feel the Agony with Think Green. This came out in 2009. Feel the Agony, LAMC. You know he's part of the whole Strong On Steady crew with Crondon and a couple other cats. I forgot the other dudes' names. But pretty good album. I like the intro, that was pretty cool. Hunters was pretty good. I think the self-titled joint, Time, Stick Together, Black History. Yeah, the album was pretty dope. Feel the Agony, Think Green, released in 2009. Next album is The Longplay, released in 2001. It's Canadian hip hop. You got people like Red One from the Rascals, dope hip hop group from Vancouver. Checkmate, Solitaire, another dope MC, Socrates, Cardinal Official, Dust, Frankenstein, both Canadian T-Dot legends as well as Socrates and Cardinal Official. Yeah, then you got cats like Marvel, another dope, Swollen Members, Red Life, Chocolate. Yeah, pretty good, man. Pretty good stuff right here, you know. Running Guns was pretty dope, no doubt. Doing It, So Fresh. Marvel with Throw This Ball, Killing Spree with Swollen Members. Sasson and Don Primo, La Calle, that was pretty cool. Black Energy by G Knight, Flagrant Remix, pretty good. Good stuff. So, The Long Play, 2001. Next album, the last album from my guy, Move 616 Batch, is Mumbles Hip Hop presents Strictly Underground. This is released in 2005. Once again, Canadian hip hop right here. You got cats like Phoenixes, Shad, Prism, Freestyle from the Arsonist. Freestyle, I believe he's Shabazz the Disciple's cousin, or something like that. He's related to him. And then when you hear him rap, you can definitely hear the resemblance of Shabazz the Disciple. Milk Crate, Moonshine, Fat Cat 7, Heavyweight Kendo, Craig Rip, Marvel, Mathematic. I need to get that Mathematic album, that Ecology album that came out in 98, but they released it, I think, like last year or a couple years back, but I need to get my hands on that. So that's a great album. That's a classic right there. But overall, dope album. Good stuff right here. Strictly Underground. Mumbles Hip Hop presents Strictly Underground, released in 05. Alright, next album. We're gonna go with Fear of the Black Hat. The soundtrack released in 1994. So this is pretty much in the same vein as CB4, although this came out before CB4. But it didn't come out commercially until like I think that summer that year. CB4, it came out, 1993. This came out in 1990. The movie came out in 93. The soundtrack came out in 94. So the movie, like I said, is in the same vein. It's like the same concept as CB4, but to me, a lot better than CB4. My personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because CB4 came out March of '93. This movie came out, I think, like in June or July of 1993. Although the movie had came out like in like Sundance, like Sundance Cinema, like that kind of like those festivals and things like that. And what's cool about that, like the actors that played in the group, they actually performed themselves and they actually made an album, so it's pretty cool. You got songs like Gorillas in the Mist, that's like my favorite song of the album. Ice Froggy Frog is the play on Snoop Dogg's What's My Name. I'm Just a Human, which is the like a play off of PM Dawn's what's that song? Set Memory of Bliss, that Adrift of Bliss. That song, yeah, that classic song, I love that. Rest in peace to Prince B. You got some joints like Granny Says Kick Your Black Ass, pretty good. Good stuff right here, you know what I'm saying? It's like, if you guys like, you know, the NWA mixed with, PM Dawn, like, just like a mixture of like gangster and conscious hip hop in the early 90s, then you'll definitely enjoy this shit right here. Dope shit right here. Alright, next album, we can go to Houston, Texas. We can go to Scarface with Deeply Rooted, The Lost Files, released in 2017. This is pretty much leftover tracks from his Deeply Rooted album that came out in 2015. So pretty much it's like 6 songs that didn't make the album, and the rest of the album is songs that they were kind of like alternate versions and things like that. So you got songs like Black Still, Live That Life, Same Old Same, That's Where I'm At. That was pretty good. One Day Close, I love that. One Day Close, it definitely has like that diary sound, like something that, you know, N.O. Joe would have made around like 94, 95. It just has that feel to it. Go On, Keep It Moving, alternate version was pretty good, and The Dollar Bill, pretty good. I got this for FYE, as well as the Fear of the Black Hat. I got this, the clearance section, so I had to cop that real quick. Alright, next album, I already had this, but I didn't know until like later on. But G Unit with Beg for Mercy, released in 2004. You got Tony Yayo. At the time, he was facing like, weapon charges. Lloyd Banks, 50, and Young Buck. Yeah, good album right here. It's a cool album. It's not my favorite. It definitely got some bangers though, man. You got songs like the self-titled song G Unit, Poppin' That Dangs, My Buddy, my favorite song. Stunt 101 was actually pretty good. I Can't Stand Wanna Get to Know You. I hate that song. Groupie Love was whatever. Footprint. The self-titled track Back from Mystery was pretty cool. G'd Up, Lay You Down, Gangsta Shit. I Smell Pussy, I'm kind of over that song. I've heard that so many times. It's kind of like almost like a parody, so I'm not really feeling that song like that. But yeah, G Unit, Back for Mercy, released in 2004. I need to get Terminator on site, but it's kind of hard to find. But it's cheap online, so I'll get it one day. The next album, we go with Usher with My Way, his second album, released in 1997. Very dope, very underrated in my opinion. This album, to me, was like his breakthrough album. It's an album that really made him a superstar, because when he came out with the self-titled album from '94, at the time that's when he was under he was under Puff's umbrella. He wasn't with Bad Boy Records, but Puff actually executive produced that album, so that's why I said like he was under like Puffy's or Diddy's tutelage. And then people criticize that album because he's a 15-year-old talking about sex, and he's like very really mature for somebody that age. But I thought it was a great album, just super slept on. But this album right here, this is when he started getting with Babyface, Jermaine Dupri, all that. So that whole saga with him and Jermaine Dupri began on this album. The biggest song of this album is You Make Me Wanna. I mean, that song was everywhere. I mean, it's like definitely one of his most Usher staple songs. That when people think of Usher, that's the song that's gonna pop in your head. You know what I'm saying? At least to me. And then I'm pretty sure for the older heads, more people know Usher for like the Confessions and A701. Which are all great. Confessions of 5 9 classic. A701 was dope, but that one got leaked, and it was supposed to come out in 2000. Got leaked, that kind of thing. So he had to make new songs and get A701. But getting back to this album, you got songs like You Make Me Wanna, Just Like Me with Lil Kim, fire. Nice and slow jam with Monica, the self-titled track. Bedtime was pretty good. One Day You'll Be Mine, yeah, good album. Super slept on, even though it's his breakthrough album, but it's not an album that I hear people can talk about. So Usher, My Way, released in 1997. Next album, Evidence, Cats and Dogs. This is his second solo album, released in 2011. Dope album. Yeah, this is a good album. I need to get the Weatherman LP from 2007, but it's a little up there in price, but definitely have to get my hands on that at some point. But you got songs like The Liner Notes, that was pretty dope. Strangers was pretty dope. The Red Carpet with Raekwon and Razzcast. I remember that song being all over like underground hip hop blogs and radio on websites and things like that. People brag, just boasting that song. I like the song, but it's not my favorite. It's not my go-to. It's okay. I Don't Need Love. That was pretty good. You, Fire. That was a single too as well. None of those as well was dope. Fame with Rock Marcy and the late great Prodigy, rest in peace. That was pretty good. James Hendry. Late for the Sky was pretty good. Crash was dope. To Be Continued, Falling Down, Wells Run Dry, the epilogue. Dope album right here. Definitely, it's my second. I don't know, cause this would be my third favorite Evidence album. My second favorite would have to be Whether or Not. That album is fire from 2018. Fire. The Weatherman LP. So for me, is the Weatherman LP. Whether or Not, and then Cats and Dogs. Laws Steppington, that's more of a collab album with Alchemist, so I consider that to be more of a, more of a collab album, more so than a solo album. But yeah, Evidence, Cats and Dogs, released in 2011. All right, next. Oh shit, my bad. Oh shit, dropping CDs and shit. Alright, sorry about that, guys. Alright, next album. What the fuck is dropping shit? Jesus Christ. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, next album. This is an album I never thought I'd see in the wild. Defenders of the Underworld, released in 1999. This was released by Battle Axe. Battle Axe is a Mad Child, Swollen members is his record label and that kind of thing. I mean, you got people like Buck 50, Pep Love of the Hieroglyphics, The Arsonist, Swollen Members, Mocha Only, Son Doobie, Mr. Brady, AC Alone. I mean, Delta Funky Homo Sapiens on this shit too. Evidence, Devon Styler, Psycho Realms on this shit. Yeah, really, really good album, man. When underground hip hop was underground hip hop, in my opinion, because people think of underground hip hop like, I don't know. Underground hip hop to me is different, because I feel like underground hip hop is like it's more of the feeling, if that makes sense, and it has a sound to it, it's for me, you know what I mean? But that's just my personal opinion. But The Worst Enemy with Buck 50 was pretty dope. Cooking Up Your Brain with The Far Right, Sucker Run with Pow Wow. Trinity Lost with Pep Love was pretty dope. Buck 50 to Your Face with Son Doobie of Funk Doobies was pretty dope. Yeah, dope album. So glad I got this shit. Defenders of the Underworld, released in 1999. Alright, next album, Polyrhythm Addicts. Break Glasses is the second and final album they dropped. I'm not sure if they're ever drop an album. This came out in 2007. They came out with an album called Rhyme Related back in 1999. So, Patty B. Flower was the original member of the group, is the female. But she left the group and then was replaced with a Ty Phoenix. So you got DJ Spinner, Ty Phoenix, Mr. Complex, who's affiliated with Pharoah Monch. That's like Pharoah Monch's man right there, and Shabazz Sadiq. I mean, dope MC right there. I mean, you got songs like Smash, Kerosene, Zoning Out, Reaching, The Ugly World, The Purist, Going Down, Revamp. We Know. I mean, the Four Corners. This is a dope album, dope shit. Some of DJ Spinner's dope production on this album. Really, really solid album. Polyrhythm Addicts, Break Glass, released in 2007. Alright, next album, we're going to go to the West Coast, Bay Area, Oakland, California. We're going to Poohman. I believe this is his fourth album, Aint No Love, released in 1994. Yeah, this album right here, he was really angry on this album. This is when he was going at, Ant Banks, Spice One, the whole Dangerous Crew, you know what I'm saying? He was going at them niggas and shit like that. Yeah. This album was cool, man. It was a dope album. I was a little disappointed. I was I liked the album, but it wasn't like, it didn't really grab me as I thought it would be. I'm more of a fan of his Judgment album. Judgment Day album from '93. That album is fire. I mean, you got songs like Aint No Love, Don't Touch Your Pimpin', Let's Ride. I think Let's Ride was a single. There's a video for that too. What the Deuce Look Like, Just Another Drive-By, that was pretty good. Backbreaker, Letters for the Pen, that was pretty good. Down Low with featuring Money B from Digital Underground. Fade My Flow, Why I Gotta Be a Bitch, that kind of thing. Yeah, I'm glad I got this. Pretty dope shit. Yes, this is the OG pressing. You can see In a Minute Records at the the punch hole. That's very common. So yeah, Ain't No Love by Poohman, 1994. And then we're gonna go to 1997 with The State versus Poohman. Yeah, this was a good album. Oh, and before I get into this, so around this time too in '94, he had some legal issues. You know, he robbed the Walgreens and he went to jail for that and that kind of thing. So is that out there? Yeah. So getting back to this album, to me, a lot better than Ain't No Love. Is really dope. I mean, you got songs like Census the 5 featuring Jay-Z the Bigger Figure, another dope producer MC. God Forgive Me, Don't Fuck With My Money, that was pretty dope. Just Another Day, Mama Used to Say, Day to Day Slang, Used to Be My Homie, Baby, When I Come Home. Dope album right here, dope shit. Very underrated. It's not an album that I really hear people talk about. And around this time, a little after that, he had this some jail time for I think armed robbery or some shit. He served 10 years or some shit like that. So yeah, The State versus Poohman, released in 1987. Alright, next album, Master P with the Ghetto Trying to Kill Me. This is the reissue, the 1997 reissue. This is not the OG pressing. So you can see here, the brother blurred out. That's King George. And how you can tell is the reissue. Obviously, it says right here, limited collector's edition. It's green. That kind of the original. It's in red letters, and I kind of see, and you see King George's face, more clear. It's not blurred out or anything like that. Yeah, dope songs right here. The self-titled track, The Ghetto's Trying to Kill Me. Always Look a Man in the Eyes, which is you could tell that's a song that was recorded around 96, 97. Something that could have been on Ghetto D or True to the Game by True, that kind of thing. Anything Goes, Late Night Creeping, that's my shit. I Got the Dank. Robberies, another. I think that was a C Murder soul track. That was pretty good. Play Haters, fucking love that. Some Jack, Some Host Jack. But that's the real title for it. Something for the Street, Bastard Child, 211, Just Everyday Thing. Really dope stuff. The thing with this album is it's very edited as far as the length of the album. Because some songs were originally 5 minutes long. But because of King George and that kind of thing, it flows good, but yeah, I didn't like that though, man. I would love to get the OG, but that shit goes for crazy, man. It goes for $600, and I'm not paying for that. Fuck that. It's a good album, but not that serious. But yeah, so glad I got this for $30 on eBay, so how to get that. Next album, Trey Plus 6, Tech Life, released in 1996. Miami hip hop duo. They were featured on Trick Daddy's. I think on his second album, the www.com. It was featured on that album. So this was the first hip hop act to get signed. Slip and Slide, pretty good album. My only gripe with this album is a little bit too long. Too many skits. It's 24 songs. I think they could have cut out the skits, honestly. Skits has nothing to do with it. It has nothing to do with the album, with the song. So, I don't know. I would have cut out take out the skits and, you got a pretty decent album. I think Trey 05 and Project Girl were the singles of the album. You got songs like Tech Life, Life is Crazy, Definition of the Nine. Project Girl was pretty good. Begging Ass. Time Keeps Slipping, Bumping Bushes, Take a Puff, Graveyard Shit, Nickel and Dimes, Rescue 911. Pretty good stuff, man. Early, mid-90s, Slip and Slide, hip-hop. This is before Trick Daddy. Well, Trick Daddy was around at this time because he's featured on this album. This is before Trina got into the picture and everything like that. But yeah, Tech Life by Trey Plus 6, released in 1996. Rare shit. Another eBay purchase. Next album, Turk with Young and Thuggin. This is released in 2001. Another dope album. Yeah, dope shit right there. I believe the singles of this time was "It's in Me" and "Freak the Hoes." Those are the singles of the album. Then they both have videos for it. I mean, this album just goes hard, man. About to Go Down. "It's in Me" was pretty dope. At the Same Time, Untamed Gorilla was pretty good. One Saturday Night. What Would You Do? Project was good. Freak the Hoes, that shit goes hard. Wanna Be Down. Hallways and Cuts. Oh my god, that's my shit right there. Dope shit. But yeah, Turk, Young and Thuggin, released in 2001. I paid like $15 for this because this album is a little getting up there in price too. Alright, next album. Next three, I got them from a Goodwill. Quasimodo with The Unseen is his debut album. This Madlib, his alter ego. This came out in 2005. It originally came out in 2000, but this is the 05 reissue. Comes with the instrumentals and things like that. So the first album is the actual album. The second album is the instrumentals. Really good stuff right here. Unfortunately, my copy came with like, water damage, you know what I'm saying? So, whatever, because this album was very expensive and I didn't even know that. So, it's out of print. This go for like crazy money, but I'm just glad I got it. So, I found it like it's like Goodwill of all places. But yeah, dope shit right here. Next album, Pain Is Love by Ja Rule, released in 2001. Underrated album, my opinion. I wouldn't say underrated, but it got some good stuff, man. You got songs like Dial for Murder, Living It Up, that's my shit right there. I hate Always on Time, hate that. Worldwide Gangster was pretty cool. Smoking the Robber was cool. X, So Much Pain, I fucking love that. Great homage for Tupac's Pain song, dope shit right there. Yeah, Pain Is Love, good shit. To me, his last good album for me was the R.E.O.L.E. album and the Blood of My Eye album. That was pretty good, but the rest of his albums are kind of hit or miss. Last Temptations I wasn't too fond of. You got Cableton with Still Blazing, pretty good shit right here. Not his best album, but it's pretty cool. I mean, you got songs like Kuya Kuya, I love that song. Hell King Selassie with Luciano, that was pretty good. Guerrilla Warfare, Red Red Red. Me There Ya. Ja's gonna work it out with Glenn Washington. And with Glenn Washington, it's gonna be fire. But yeah, Cableton, Still Blazing, released in 2002. Next album, I'm so glad I got my hands on this. This is an eBay purchase. Black Milk with Tronic. This is his third album. Fucking love this album. My favorite album from him. This album and No Poison, No Paradise that came out I think like 2013. Those are my favorite albums from him. Dope shit right here. You got songs like Long Story Short, Bounce, fucking love that. Hold It Down was pretty good. Rapping For You, The Matrix. Yeah, this is a great album. Very different from his early stuff. His early stuff was like more soul samples. This was like more electronic samples and that stuff like that, synths and things like that. So it's a really dope vibe, man. Really, really dope shit. Black Milk, the Tronic album from 2008. Big Timers with How You Love That Volume 2. Dope album. The original version came out in 1997. This came out in 1998. The 97 version has the song Stuntin'. The original version, this one, they deleted Stuntin'. They put the remix and they added 3 songs. I believe Big Ballin' was the song Money and Power and Drop It Like It's Hot. Those are the 3 songs that we get from that. But really good album, very underrated. It's not an album that I hear people talk about, you know what I mean, when it comes to like Cash Money releases, because people don't really take Big Timers seriously, but I think this is a dope album, man. I love this album. Dope shit. Glad I got it. Got it for like $25. Next album, so glad I got this album. DJ Muggs and Sick Jackin' with The Legend and the Assassin, released in 2007. It's like the second installment of the DJ Monk's collab album, because the first one was Grandmasters. This is a great album. This album usually goes for a lot of money. I got it for like $32 on eBay, so I had to pick that up. The Initiation, Ciclone, Lands of Shadows, that was a single. El Barrio. The whole album is fucking dope, man. But yeah, I'm so glad I got this shit. Some of Sick Jacket's dope stuff is on this album, in my opinion. So yeah, dope shit. Then we got DJ Eddie F and the Touchables. This was Heavy D's, DJ, producer. This is the man that taught Pete Rock how to use the SP1200. This man does not get a lot of credit. He's a dope producer, you know what I'm saying? What's big about this song is the song Let's Get It On with Heavy D, Tupac, Biggie, Grand Poohman, and Spunk Bigger. Everybody knows that song, that's been all over mixtapes. And they're never in good quality, but on this album, you hear it in great quality. So, yeah, this is a good album. And you got the song In the House from Pete Rock and CL Smooth. That was also on the, what's that album? Main Ingredient. It's my favorite Pete Rock and CL Smooth album. It's their best album, in my opinion. I know people prefer Mecca and Soul Brother, but for me, Main Ingredient for me. But yeah, it's good stuff right here. Alright, this album is the creme de la creme for me. I'm so glad I got my hands on this. West Coast Bad Boys is the OG pressing, 1994. Dope shit right here. So glad I got my hands on this shit right here, because this album usually goes for a lot of money. I got this for $52 on eBay. It was $45 plus shipping handling with the tax and the shipping. eBay, they be trying to do that tax shit. I've noticed that they've been wild with that shit. So it came out to $52. But what we known for with GLP, Get Low Players, fucking love that shit. Do Your Thing, that was pretty good. Total Insanity. Another with Dangerous Dame. Recipes of Dangerous Dame, man. I would love to get his stuff, but his stuff is hard to come by. Especially like No Limit stuff. Heading for the Jack with SIBO. Tell Me Something Good, that was pretty good. It was like a play on of Can It Be Also Simple by Wu-Tang's, like the beat wise, like a nice cover to that. Yeah, it's pretty good. Piece of the Streets. And this is the OG present, because the original version, the 97 version doesn't look like this. This was like more horizontal. This is vertical. And they took out two songs on the 97 OG, the 97 reissue, which was Locked Up and Piece of the Streets, which is a shame because those great songs. Well, Locked Up was okay, but yeah, this was a dope album. So glad I got my hands on that. Then we got RBL Posse with A Lesson Be Learned. Fucking dope album. Love this shit. Dope shit. Don't Give Me No Bama Weed. We Don't Smoke That Shit in SFC. Yeah, fucking dope. Recipes to Mr. C. Dope shit. The whole album is fucking dope. The sound was like, it's more sample based. It's not the sound that RBL Posse was known for, that people know them for. But this is a good album. RBL Posse, A Lesson to Be Learned. Then we got Ruthless by Law. Great album right here. To me, it's their best album, in my personal opinion. This album was originally supposed to be called Mind of a Criminal, but I guess they felt like it wouldn't sell very well because of the name of that album, of the title, and then like the it looked like this, and you see like somebody's head like covered in blood. That was supposed to be the album cover. That would have been dope, but they didn't do that, so they just called it Ruthless by Law. Dope album. And we got Bounce to This was like the big single, and there's a video for it. Bluebird was like the hood classic, you know what I'm saying? Funk the Fight, I Got My Nine, Listen to My Creep, Living That Life, Feels Good to Be a Gangster. It's like one of my favorite songs. Smoke a Blunt, fucking love that. This is around the time when you started seeing what's his Hitman, Recipes to Hitman, and the year later he came out with Soul Creep, which I'm trying to get my hands on, but that shit go for like crazy money, so which is unfortunate because I'm trying to get my hands on that album. So, but yeah, good album right here. Dope Bay Area hip hop, San Francisco hip hop, Frisco hip hop. Hunters Point. Then we still in San Francisco. We got D-Mo. The youngster, Do You Feel Me? MC out of Frisco, from Fillmore, the Fillmore section of San Francisco. He was down with JT the Bigger Field with their Ghetto players. So yeah, this is the OG President. You can see pretty dope shit right there. Love this album, pretty dope. Yeah, good stuff right here. You got another funky verse, which was like the single of the album. Hector was like a kind of like a posse cut. Last Night was pretty good. Take a Trip, A Dose of Dope, In My City, It Don't Stop. Pretty good stuff right here. I really enjoyed this album. Demo, The Youngster, Do You Feel Me? This was released in 1994. The OG Preston, as you can see, you know what I'm saying. But like I said, he was affiliated with Ghetto. He was part of Ghetto players with JJ the Bigger Figure. Another dude from the Frisco side of things, Filmo, Seth the Gaffler, with living kind of lavish, released in 1995. Another dude that was affiliated with JT the Bigger Figure, part of the Ghetto players. Really good album. It's kind of short, but it's good. I actually prefer this over the Demo. That's my personal opinion. I feel like, some of the beats on the Demo album was kind of underwhelming in my personal opinion, but this album got some joints. You got songs like Locked Up, Every Day, Do You Remember, I Wonder When, Frisco City, Sticky Situation, Where I Stayed. My niggas got Choppers, Young Days. Yeah, dope shit right here. And this is the 2001 reissue, as you can see here, because the OG Preston, you see him, he got I think it's like a 328 I Beamer, so you see him like kneeling right in front of it, so it's pretty cool, like on the side and stuff, by the rear passenger on the left hand side. You see that, so it's pretty cool. But I'm glad I got this shit right here. Pretty good stuff. I got this for like $14, so the Demo I ended up getting for like $22 or some shit like that. I bought it from a bid, so it's pretty cool. And then last two, shout out to my boy Freddie Lugo. He hooked me up with this. Nigga Modus, 6 Feet Deep. Nigga Modus being the European, the overseas version of this album. As you can see, got Pass the Shovel, track 9, Pass the Shovel. I did a review on this album, I think like last month, or sometime last month. Definitely check that out. It's on my YouTube channel. But yeah, dope shit right here. It's a class. I don't need to get too much into it, but you got some fire joints. Pass the Shovel, man. Dope shit right here. And last but not least is Prince Paul with Hip Hop Gold Dust. This is a compilation of songs that he recorded throughout the mid-'80s to the 2000s. Songs that he produced and stuff like that. You got songs like De La Soul with My Mind State, Recipes to Dove. I'm Dave, shout out to him, recipes to him. My Mind State, it was a song that was recorded in 92. It was supposed to be for the Balloon Mind State album, but they didn't make the album. Groove Be Chill with Top of the Hill was pretty dope. Sucker for Love, Prince Paul, that was like an instrumental song that he did around like 96. No Rubber, No Backstage Pass, which was fucking dope, which was actually on the AIDS America's Dying Slowly compilation that came out in 96 with Prince Paul, Chuck Rock, and Biz Markie. May May with Real Man, that was pretty good. Gravediggers with Constant Elevation. Gravediggers Wanna Hit to Suicide, that was actually a RZA remix, actually. Yeah, good stuff right here, man. Dope stuff. And that's it, folks. I was kind of bored Saturday night. I just got out of work like a couple hours ago. Then, I just didn't know what to do, so I was like, fuck it, let me just show you guys this, alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what albums you fuck with, what you heard, what you haven't heard. Let me know, alright? Peace!